I want to hear Tim Fedewa. Let's. Whoa! He got turned by Chastain, and around they go.
Your break.
Kyle Busch is around. Josh Berry, Buescher into the wall. Josh Berry, a lot of damage on the front of the 9. That's all it took. We were just fixing to say, let's listen in to Tim Fedewa, talking into this blocking situation. The one got hard into his left rear and just turned him around. Harrison Burton, toe link broke in the right rear. Heavy damage for Buescher. I'd say his day's done. Well, look at the gap. First and foremost, closing in on him pretty hard. It wasn't on his left rear, though. Kind of moved across the rear bumper, I will say that.
He did a good, he closed in at such a high rate going into turn 1. It wasn't like he just went in there and drove into the back of the 4 car. He got it woed down, but he was there and trying to give that push, and it just, like you said, he started on the right side, and then as it moved to the left side, that's when the car switched.
I think that's just aggression picking up, and that's he did. I think his thought was right. Got on the right rear. I don't think it obviously wasn't intentional, and when he got to him with that head of steam, it got Kevin starting to get sideways, and by the time it was all said and done, now you're on his left rear, Tony, and where you really don't want to be, and look at the disaster.
Hey, Chris, walk us through from your perspective what happened there.
I haven't seen a replay yet to get a really good read on it. A pretty good suspicion of what happened there, and it just seemed like a pretty unnecessary push, but maybe I'm wrong on that. Made a mistake on pit road, and I sped, and I got us way behind in our Violet Defense Ford Mustang. Obviously had tons of speed in it, and drove back from last to, I think we cleared P3 there. So obviously we were in the hunt. I don't know why the pushing was that aggressive once we got clear of the other row. Maybe I'm completely wrong in what I've seen, but it's where I'm at right now.
What was the racing like today?
Pretty tame early, but we were up front, and we were just doing our best to hold our track position, and the car balanced out fantastic. Can't say how proud I am of everybody, and got back rolling there and made some headway on the bottom. We had a couple of fast cars down there that were making it work, and I don't understand the thought process so many times. Seems like.
Yeah, nothing we could do, really. Up there running fourth and, putting ourselves in a good position for most of the race. I'd say the first stage was a little bit choppy. I made some bad decisions, and the inside lane was not really there yet. So that was only thing I really looked at, could have done better. But got some stage points there in stage 2, and car handled great, had good speed. So thought we had everything we needed to have there, just trying to pace ourselves, save some fuel. And I think that bottom line surged because we were saving some fuel. So that's just the way it goes sometimes. And it is what it is. We pretty much controlled what we could today, I thought, running the top 5. So unfortunately, both Speedway races this year, we've kind of wrecked out of the top 5 or 6. So just, rather do that than wreck in the back.
Do you think it was that second hit that really hurt the car? Or was it
no, maybe. I don't really know, but the first one definitely I hit the left front. I thought the wreck was over, and then the 17 came down the racetrack. So my steering was already off at that point. I was trying to, if it wasn't off, I think I would have tugged it to the bottom more, but it was already messed up. So that's a bummer, but way it goes.
How has the racing changed from year to year here?
A little bit. It's just weird this year. Like, there's not much of a second lane. Like, we're pretty much running that middle lane, and it's just the aggregate of the racetrack. The surface has this weird dust to it, and it takes 3/4 of the race for that dust to wear off and open up the racetrack some more. So guys are kind of timid there at the beginning because the aggregate in the track is just that dust that we kind of see at Texas. So not really sure how that's going to go as we keep aging, but it is what it is. I think it was starting to get somewhat racy there, I think mostly because guys were saving fuel.
I don't know what you could see between the 1 and the 4, but is that a natural area to push when it's starting to get this late, or can you just not push in the corners here at all?
You can definitely push on the outside. I never pushed a guy in the corner all day, so I don't I don't know if they were actually connected. Kevin didn't seem to know whether they were connected or not, but yeah, they were close enough to where it disturbs the back bumper enough and got him loose. So I was just watching it happen. So I was running and on the outside and just pretty much just prayed at that point that he wouldn't come up the track, which he did.
Honestly, not a whole lot before I saw people crossed up. I don't even know what caused our wreck. I was looking back and forth between the windshield and the mirror, or I guess the camera nowadays, and just trying to block people from being aggressive and taking you middle of 3 wide or whatever. So look back and forth, and by the time I looked back, they were wrecking in front of me. So just one of those deals. Just such a frustrating deal. I feel like our qualifying effort was just not very good, obviously, about crashing qualifying, but I felt really good about our car in the race. Just could not maintain track position or get track position to maintain, really. So it's really, really hard to kind of leapfrog your way forward in anything that's worth a lot of spots. So yeah, just frustrating how that worked out. And once you're kind of back there, you're bound to get kind of pushed into all the wrecks for sure.
How do you feel this racetrack does in year 2?
What's that? I'm sorry.
How do you feel this racetrack does in year 2?
That felt pretty similar to the first year, really. Got really racy. I guess they wrecked again, but it's been getting really racy the last few laps. And the weirdest thing is the top lane took forever to get cleaned off, the third lane. So I don't know why that was. Even in our qualifying, it was that way. But other than that, kind of similar to the first year. Yeah, we were super close. I mean, we were running down pit road, car completely fine, and I mean, they must have missed the DVP by a second or two. I mean, it's just hard. Those guys work so hard to be ready to change toe links or whatever it might be, but you get in there and you're trying to, undo something that's been not where it's supposed to be. There's a lot of pressure and load on it, and yeah, we just missed the DVP by, had to be seconds because we thought we made it, and I guess NASCAR thought we didn't. So it was obviously close enough to where there was a discrepancy between what we thought, which obviously we're pretty biased, but between what we thought and what they thought.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching this video from DannyBTalks. If you're new to my channel, make sure you leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so that you'll never miss another new video here on DannyBTalks. Until next time, I hope you have a great day. Bye guys.